Everything's fucking frozen. Okay, there we go. There's the mic. Hello. Good morning. Okay, we're good now. So I guess that's what happens. I decided to... I guess I don't know why that happened. But hello. Good morning. It is 5 a.m. right now. And I have been awake since 2 a.m. Imagine that. Why have you been awake since 2 a.m.? Oh, well, I'll tell you. My nearby neighbors decided to let their dogs out at 2 a.m. Which, if you've heard me complain about it before, they bark. And they kind of barked off and on for about an hour. Which means I did not go back to sleep. And I don't know about you all, but like, if I wake up and I don't get back to sleep within a certain time frame, I'm just up. Like, I don't ever go back to sleep. So that means I'm gonna do some game dev, because that's how I cope. That's how I handle my problems, is by doing my hobbies. Not necessarily mad at it, just is what it is. Is what it is. Yeah, so we're gonna get a few hours of game dev in this morning. I'm off work today, but I do have to get a haircut at 9 a.m., which I'm now kind of regretting scheduling. Because I could just stream for longer, but I'm gonna have to hop off in a few hours for that. But until then, let's game dev. So, what was I doing yesterday? Yeah. I was, we were doing our faux collision tracing for entities. For non-collision enabled entities based on just some simple math. Yeah, and I wanted to refactor these functions a little bit. Yeah, because I'm kind of doing the same thing for layers of entities in two separate loops and just copying some shit over. So let's pop it into a function here. And what do I want to copy? Where is it? It's this code essentially. So I need a location. Now I need like a test this is test location. The location I am testing. And I need radius. Why do I need radius? I don't actually, not for the test, not here. And I need I need to return this. This is what I need to return here. And then I suppose this will be the capture arguments. And we do test location there. Here, const reference, why not? Why not? I mean, what am I fucking doing here? That's I'm not even like, what am I getting from this? I suppose what I should actually do is make like an entity query. Yeah, okay, here's what we're gonna do actually. I should make an entity, because like most of the code is all this like loop-de-loop code here. And then some of this as well, building the hit result. Is rain a little loud? I think rain may be a tad loud. it was rainy tonight as well, so that's why I got the rain going. Fits the vibes of the night. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna make like an entity query. I don't know what I want it to return. Maybe I want it to return a array of F entity hit result. Well, maybe I just pass it. So maybe we just pass this in. And then I can take, take all of this and pop it in there. Except for brackets a little bit. Nord entities. Yeah, I suppose most of these parameters are going to be and then the location that we're testing. Like the yeah, we'll just pass in location. Okay, and then I'll need like a I need some function. What is it? Is it T function? Yeah, T function. And how the fuck do I write a function signature here? That query function, sure. What does this need to be? Come on, throw me a bone here, Copilot. I want it to return a bool. Maybe I can just find usages. Just give me the first fucking one. Come on now. Okay. Well, okay. So. Okay. Okay, you can stop now. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I needed. This needs to be a bool, and then it takes in. What do you take in? You take in, you probably take in just like a location, right? Yeah, I think you just take in location. God, these locations are going to get confusing. This is the entity location, and then what else would I want in here? Entity location, and what else? Do I want to pass in a hit result? I don't necessarily know that it's going to pass, but I suppose I would want this to be able to fill things out. Let's just leave it as location for now. Let me look here, actually. Is this basically all the same? Impact location. I would need like a radius. I guess the only thing that's different. The only thing that's different between the two functions is like the distance is calculated. So that would be happening twice. Maybe that's not a huge deal. Maybe that's not a huge deal. Let's roll with this. I think we can roll with this. Though I think I need these ones as well. And then I think draw debug is going to have to be up to the collars of this function to handle. I don't necessarily know what shape I'll be tracing with here. So copy that. And then I'll say if query function, that's player location. So what I did in the targeting processor was that I actually combined players and entities into a single array before I did this stuff on it. And I put them into F targetables. Maybe I should do here. And that way I don't have to make it weird. Again, we'll keep this for now. And then I guess just here we would do if query function transform data. And I guess I need to I am getting the entity location, not the actor location. I should use the try get entity transform. Wait, what am I doing here? I think maybe I need a another function here. I need to split this file up so bad. It's getting so big. Okay, yeah, get rid of that. That was a bad Copilot acceptance there. Nice cozy vibes. I feel like I should maybe now this will change the functionality a bit. I'm kind of wondering if I should just put this function on the subsystem itself if I'm going to need one, you know? I need one anyway. Yeah, every entity should have a transform data on it. So this shouldn't actually change the functionality in practice. Logically it's different, but get entity transform, entity interface. Get entity. Okay. Then we gotta pass the entity subsystem. Okay, and then I gotta forward the actor transform. Okay. So that looks nice and nice. Now I can just use get entity transform in my chunk processor. I do want the actor transform. If we have it. And yeah, for entity query, let's actually, so we're going to iterate through all that. And let's actually, we're going to make an array of targetables. Check my target processor for how I did this here. What am I doing here? No, it's actually, instead of transform data, come on, Copilot, there we go. There we go, thank you. Might as well just filter out anything without a ability system component as well while we're at it. Okay, so we've gotten all of our entities. Now we need to iterate over players and get those. If we should include them. Which most of the time we should. I'm not sure why we wouldn't. Oh, I already have some copied here. Is that the same logic I use in the target processor? Yeah, okay. Now this, I want to actually change this as well. Keep that consistent. Entities and players. Okay, so now we iterate over this. And I think it's fair to call it a targetable. Because we are This is essentially used for targeting purposes, so I think that's fine. And then I want to use the try get entity transform. Call that target location instead, and then what does this take in? We just take in a source object, which can now just be artable.asc. Nice. Entity pawn radius. Now I suppose I need like a I think I might have one. Pawn half height. Yeah. Do I have a pawn radius option? Get pawn half height. I need a radius version of this that works for both things. Yeah, I suppose it would be nice to have it on the ASC, get pawn half height. Yeah, I think on the ASC makes sense. Get pawn radius. So I think the reason it makes sense here is because, like, wait a second. Does it already exist? Okay, no, now it shows up. Okay, I was expecting it to have that highlighted value for like this doesn't exist. But I think having this function makes sense because we're going to be doing this for generic things that could be an entity or could just be a player. And static function would need to take in some sort of parameter, some sort of container to contain either or. And that's essentially what the ability system component is doing anyway. It is on both the player and the entity, and all entities should have one. So I think it makes sense. Now I want to possibly factor data. Now I can refactor this to get the half height. If actor data. Let me make that a bit simpler. I forgot I changed that. Now instead of get pawn half height, get pawn radius. Sure, why not? Why not put it in the if statement? I don't know, sometimes it's kind of ugly. I think it's kind of ugly right there. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Now we have a generic way to get the radius. Why don't I just say if... Yeah. Just make sure that that's valid before we do anything. Now this should be where we do the query function. Passing in. Now the query function should now take a I guess it should take a targetable now. And then it can actually decide that shit. An F targetable. There's Bram. First of his name. Protectors of the breakpoints and the null pointer exceptions. King of the stack trace. We've been rewatching Game of Thrones. And now his deck debt is ended. We're having fun here. We're having fun. Okay, so we pass in the targetable, and I suppose I need to forward some other information here as well. Like the test location. Right? Well, I guess that's going to be passed in, so I could just forward that if I needed it. Yeah, okay, so I think this needs to be a nested function. This will be nice, because then I can just go straight here. I don't have to do this anymore. And then avatar. Oh, this is actually so nice. Just get rid of all that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I want to give it the hit result as well, so it can populate it if it wants to. F hit result. That'll need to be the rep, so it can modify it. What? Do I need to do it this way? Is it that way? No, it doesn't like that. Why are you yelling? Oh, F hit. Oh, I did F hit result, not entity hit result. My bad. Why is my bit rate terrible? What's happening here? Dropped frames. I do have some dropped frames. Bit rate is 4K. You know what? I should probably figure out how to stream. Probably. Let me figure out what I'm talking about. I don't know what bitrate means. And at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. Couldn't this just be this? I think so. Okay, so I think we have our generic query. Do I really need to import targetable? I don't think so. Okay, so let's refactor. I suppose we'll return a boolean here as well. Return Out hits dots is empty. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, yeah. Now let's refactor. So I can probably delete pretty much all of that. So this is gonna be crazy cool. It's so fucking cool. Is that what I want? I think so. Then return. I guess I don't give a shit. I have the out hits. That are passive by construct. Yeah, we could probably do that. Location, ignored entities, ignore players. Who players sorted? Okay. I think now I can just change target location, transform targetable, transform to get location. Will this already have? Will targetable already have the proper transform? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It should have the proper transform at this point. Targetable is secret radius. And then yeah, I suppose trace radius plus target rate. I mean, what's the more clear way to do this? Do I subtract target radius from the distance? I think that makes it a bit more clear. The distance minus the target radius. Minus the target radius. Yeah. Less than or equal to trace radius, and we pass. Okay. We'll be God, look how much prettier this function looks. That's great. Let us do the same here. And I want what I want here. He is within box. Okay. Now our entities collision, heavy air quotes on the collision, refactor. Targetable, what am I doing here? Targetable.asc, font half height, yep. Yeah. Target location. What is this? Is like race location. Maybe I should rename that. Location's a little generic at this point. Right, I'm not even using radius here. Okay, I think that looks good as well. And our draw debug should still work. Okay, so for at least this one, I want to change location to rename it to origin because this is a box trace. That's the box origin. For get entities within radius, that's a little easier. Although I suppose I need to add Z leniency to both of these locations. Did I not add? Yeah, I need to add a little. Yeah, this, what does this do? This like, let's get entity transform. That's not the right function. There we go. This function, what does this do? It adds Z leniency. I'll say if the Z value of in vector is outside of plus or minus and it will be clamped to the min or max of is that right? Outside of if the Z value of in vector is outside plus or minus leniency from clamp to Z, it will be clamped to clamp to Z. Will be it will be set to what do I say? It's this code right here. What do I say for that? I'll just say to the min or max. Like conceptually I get what that means, but that actually kind of like doesn't mean anything. Okay, let's actually get into the engine for the first time today. Feel confident about this code? Feel confident. Confidence is sky high right now. Oh shit. This I literally copied this. What's your issue? Is it forward? Can I forward declare it there? Because I'm not actually doing anything with it. Still not. Okay, I clicked include. Didn't get included. Wait, did I finally did it. Legal qualified name. Okay, so it wasn't that. What is this saying to me? What is this vague ass error? Illegal qualified name member declaration. I thought that meant that F targetable just wasn't. Is that what that means? Ah, I'm dumb. I've done this before. Yeah. Every time it gets me. I actually didn't need to import that, I don't think, but we're here now. We're here. Ah, yes. Yes. At the first boot of the day always takes a while. I think I can safely cross off entity location chunking off the list. We're doing that. I do need to add some improvements to it though. Get all chunks within test radius, essentially. Right now I'm just getting the neighboring chunks, so if we want to get everything in a radius larger than the chunk size, then we could potentially miss some, which right now is 3,000, so 3,000 is our max right now. I also want to add Z. Where am I? Okay, so we should probably just test this and make sure it works still. We have 2,000 entities spawning, 20 per frame. Now, I also want to check out the fat stuff, because those guys are not animating properly at all. Okay. Okay. So many over here. Okay. We've hit multiple. Oh, that animation looks terrible. What if I hit the same entity twice? Did I actually deal damage to the first one? Dude, my targeting is so bad. I need to fix it because this should make this even harder to test. So anything within that box edger should be cleaved. Okay, my crit numbers are also just like persistent. That's pretty sweet. Sweet. I don't know that I saw. That one didn't seem like it worked. Okay, I think that one did. I think the numbers were just out of screen there. Full screen. Bad. And I can't seem to see the back. Stop running from me. Okay, I need to change their wander speed as well to test that even more. It looks okay for now. Oh, someone's eating. Uh-oh. Wait, still? Still? I thought I fixed this issue once and for all. So you did max ability count. Food. There was 998 food tasks happening. Wait gameplay tag added. Wait gameplay tag. Okay, so this is haunting me. I thought I fixed that. I thought I fixed that. What is active tasks here? Okay, so it has the right tasks. So what happens in here then? Task state is active. We destroy. Where did we get here? Okay, we got here. Okay, we're getting to everything. So why are these sticking around then? I mean, oh, you know what I bet happened? You know what? I bet it's actually okay. I bet it's actually okay. I think what happened, because I all spawned in within like the same frame and there's 2,000 of them. Now, did you guys eat the same? Everyone is eating right now. Or at least trying to. Some of them are stuck. Although they should be wandering around. Okay, they're getting up now. I bet when they get hungry again, I'm gonna hit that limit again. I think it just started a bunch of tasks all at once. It did get super laggy when they all started eating as well. That crit number is bothering the hell out of me. Okay, let's test out. I think the collision traces are still working. Can we exit full screen now, please? Please? We're frozen. There we go. Oh. There we go. Okay, so I think we can maybe commit this now. This is in a stable, pretty state. And I suppose I just need to, the only thing left I need to fix ability-wise is probably the Frost Nova ability. Although, did I fix that? I may have fixed that one already as well. Implement entity location chunking collision queries. Okay, we did the first pass at that and it looks good. Okay. Okay, some things that were bothering me a lot. The targeting wasn't, I couldn't click on or tab to things. Dude, tab targeting is hard. Tab targeting is actually kind of hard. So what my logic was that I came up with for tab targeting was like, okay, we have a character here, right? Character. Now, what I tried to do was like, well, it's really like within the view box. There's like, you know, we'll do this. This is the that's the frustum, okay? So what I tried to do here was like, say there's a guy here, 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 you know, there's guys all over. I like split this up into tiers. So like that would be a tier, you know, maybe this would be a tier, you know, maybe that would be a tier. And then like I went left to right on each one. So there's a guy here, like you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it updates like, I don't know, every so often. I think it was like every 3 seconds or something like that, it would recalculate this. That was my logic for tab target order. And it kind of sucks. It kind of fucking sucks a lot. I also did, like, if you left click, you'll just target whatever you're looking. And the left click was not working. Consistently, so that was annoying. I feel like the auto attack also wasn't. Or at least when my cleat was on. Let me look at that real quick. That one might be an easy fix. Okay, I can't click this guy. What's your collision settings? It's set to ignore visibility in camera. Camera should be overlap, I think. What are my what are the player character collision settings here? Both set to ignore as well. Well, I think that makes sense for the player, maybe. And then your capsule collision is set to block visibility, ignore camera. Now, when I do the camera trace, where's that? My project controller. Or is it my player controller base? Yeah. Camera trace. We are tracing on the visibility channel. Okay, and it's set to block on the colonists, right? Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know why that wouldn't be returning then. I do enable collision for the actor entities. Now I can click on that though. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the FX were not working properly, I don't think. The cleave. Yeah, some of these definitely need to be fixed. Yeah, this needs to be changed into a get transform bug. But the auto attack logic seemed to work fine there. Maybe I keep get location actually. And then just have like a get transform. Yeah, I think this is good. Make that blueprint callable as well. So we still have the easy, like, get location function. Although I should probably just be calling get transform and then not get location. Yeah. It's just an easy function there. Well, Okay, cleave ability. Or no, cleave effect. Cleave effect. None of that saved. We're getting a socket location here for the spine. Spine 3. I mean, I feel like I could just like... I feel like I just need to... where is spine 3 on that? Let me spine 3. Okay, right in the chest. Right in the chest. I feel like what I should probably just do here is offset it. From the location. By like what would you say? What would you say then? We're at negative, where are we at? Negative 92. If I went to like right where I want it would be like right where I want it is like right at negative 142. So what is that, 90 plus 50? And then let's make that a ratio. I want it 50, which is... Let's just do half of half height. That makes it easy. Wait. Self component. I'm attaching this to self component? What is this? Ah. Okay. Yeah, let's just add half of it. Didn't make a blueprint callable. Oh, I hate my life. Hate it. Probably slower because I'm doing the debug game editor, which allows, it makes debugging a lot better, but I assume it slows down compilation a bit. I kind of need the information. It's really nice when you hit a breakpoint, you can actually see what every variable is. Okay, so we're getting like the quarter height. And I suppose we're also using that for the Oh, self component is the guy getting hit. Hmm. Hmm. What am I doing here? Spawn a middle location. This is for each enemy. Not as strong. Did I name that one? I might have named that one. Yeah, I'm doing same logic here. Would be nice to not have to repeat this. Should I say, like, just get FX? What is it? This is like get the chest location. Get impact FX location. This needs to take in my ability system component. And return an effector. That's pure. Wait, what? Oh, right. I didn't do anything in the event. I got this little function. Put that up there. Yeah, put that right there. Wait, what? What's an actor? Ugh. I have to get the actor rotation. Okay, so now we have the entity location rotation. Okay, this feels better. Why is that like spawning? I feel like it's like spawning behind me too much. I'll screen that. That was not really. It's not really the right location. What the frick? The rotation seemed fine. Oh, I'm adding it to everything. I should just be adding it to the Z, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's why. That seems better. I feel like I could actually move it forward a little bit too. How would I move it forward? I think what I would do is I would get find look at rotation. Forward. Get forward back there. And then I would just add to that, right? Right? This impact FX location though. I think I would need to do this outside of this function. I would need to do this, yeah, right here. The start would be here. Target. I mean, no, honestly, I just get rotation, right? Yeah. Then I want to move it like 50 forward. Okay, what is it? Is that right? Is that the right math? Okay, I have no idea where it like it did not show up anywhere. That was definitely wrong. Okay. Why? I think I need to. Oh, what am I? I'm not even doing anything. I'm dumb. I meant to do this. Add the forward vector plus 50. seemed like it went backwards. Yeah, that definitely moved backwards. Oops, sorry, mate. That one looked better. Now, is it just because of the direction I'm facing, so it's not actually... I think that actually moved a bit forward. Let's get on the other side of him. Okay, yeah, it's only moving it in one direction. How do I move it? Get forward vector. What's the move? Unreal Engine move vector in direction. Pixel Shake, hello. Good morning. How far? Okay. I need to subtract the forward. Okay, I did this wrong. I need to subtract the forward vector. And then multiply by how far I want it to move forward is what I'm seeing. I tried my hand at vector math and I woefully got it wrong. So I'll move it forward 50. Okay. No, that was completely wrong. That was completely wrong. I mean, I thought it was supposed to be plus as well. But, it said subtract. Yeah, I don't even, that's not even showing up on the screen. Whatever I had before was much closer. Are you gonna kiss the engine at midnight to cement your relationship for another year? It's more of an abusive relationship, I think. I don't know. Maybe if it promises that it'll never happen again, I'll give it a kiss. It's forward vector times distance plus location. Okay, I'm doing it out of order. I'm doing it out of order. Who needs ChatGPT when you have Pixel Shake? Okay, is this moving to cleave FX? Okay. Now let's get on the other side of it and make sure it works this way as well. I think. How you doing, Turning Cog, by the way? Okay. I think I can move it a little bit more, so I should kind of move it forward based on the, almost on the range of the weapon, but, just go for 100 for now. It's fine if it's abusive. We don't see the bruises, and she is nice in public. Yeah. Mental abuse doesn't have any physical manifestation. At least bruise-wise, at least. Okay, there we go. Now that cleave is looking nice. Okay, let's make sure it works on entities too. Yeah, entity test. Your friends like her. Yeah, she's really good at making people like her. Yeah. And babe, if you for some reason came in the middle of this and didn't get the context, we're not talking about you. We're talking about Unreal Engine. I swear. I swear. So my auto attack doesn't like trigger. Okay, that looked nice. That looked nice. Okay, that's looking nice. Okay, we're gonna grab a drink here. We have kiwi strawberry here. Ah. Okay. That looked correct. Yeah, let me figure out why. Let me figure out why my auto attack doesn't work against entities, at least at first. I don't know why this level has such a hard time loading and unloading. Okay. I want to turn this down a bit. Grid half size 2000. Okay. Okay, so I right clicked. Oh, I know what it is. Wait, and so why didn't that work? What is the logic here? Hang on. Well, let me first. I'll start. We'll start here. Oops. Okay. Got there? Okay, so you... For some reason, when I'm over here, when I'm not up next to the colonist... Oh, I know what it is. Wait, didn't I fixed this before. It's the colonist interaction text box. That's why. That little talk thing is why I can't. So if I look slightly off of him and swing, I should. Yeah, we got there. Okay, that's the reason. Why did I put that there? I remember this being an issue before. Isn't he? And I think I did this. If any UI is displayed, I don't want right click to do anything essentially, other than auto attack. But I also use this for like. This function is used for other things, for like the escape button, I think. The interaction text box. I just wanted the. I don't want it if like the little interaction text is happening. I only want if like, what would I call it? I'll have to look in the colonist one. On interact. Go interaction options. The interaction options widget. which I am just dynamically adding to the HUD. Okay, so that's... I don't want to be able to attack if that's the case. And I want to... And I want to be able to escape from it if that's shown, right? Come here. Yeah, well, I need to remove it, actually. I need to remove it. I guess now the thing that broke. So now when I look at it, we shouldn't play that sound. Good, okay. And I can swing again. Okay. But now... Oh, I can still then. Wait, why does that work? That's crazy. Okay, I'm not complaining. Okay, so that's all I needed to do then. Okay. Fixed. Yeah, the VAT textures now. Why are the VAT textures looking poo-poo? Why? Speaking of abusive relationships, I got Gifter and System Shock, so Shodan can kidnap me. Never played it. But that sounds fun. It sounds fun. Let's get our shit back in here. I've still not played it either. Well, I guess that checks out, right? Hang on, I've heard this. Yeah, okay, yeah, this looks familiar. Did they remaster it? I thought this was like an old game. This is what comes to mind. Oh, it is remastered, okay. It's just like it's like a Doom type game, right? Neat. Okay, but for some reason my textures were not textured correctly after I added some animations. They're all stretchy and stuff. Let me make sure these have like the proper settings on them. And close all this other stuff. So these are both supposed to be nanites. Nanite support is enabled. Now I'm not supposed to lerp UVs on the static mesh, if that is correct, and nanite is enabled. Material, am I supposed to use layers here? I forget. Night Dive did a fucking amazing job at remastering it in UE4. It's not like Doom, it's an immersive sim, arguably the first, like Deus Ex or Prey. Okay. It just, I guess it just looked like a Doom game at first. That's why you don't judge a game by its thumbnails. I mean, everything looks correct here. I forget if I'm supposed to have layers turned on here or not. What does use layers do? If I use layers, then I'm blend angle corrected normals. That sounds like maybe something that would fix that. Although I haven't changed that, so I don't know why that would have happened just because I rebaked some textures. I guess let's enable that real quick and see what happens. Oh my god, that looks horrible. Maybe that's what we want. Maybe that's what we want, though. Okay, get away from me. Now he still looks like shit. This is my sleep paralysis demon right here. He's like, he's almost like a Paper Mario. From this angle, he looks great. Okay, so that wasn't the answer. I'll turn that back off. I guess maybe we can just rebake. But did I not set the asset directory path? Do I need to? Does this have the path on it? Maybe I didn't set the asset directory path properly. It should be, is it this? Will that work? Or does it just need to be, I think it just needs to be game/characters. Maybe it's just /character. Oh, it's /character/vat. Is what I did. Yeah. Bake. Okay, did that update. Okay, I see things that have changed. That's great. He still looks like shit. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Why are you like this? What did I do wrong? Do I need to bake it with? I mean, this got changed. Why is this broken now? It's because I added some textures. Salad fingers, yeah. That's a deep cut. Okay, we'll turn lerp UVs on. Oh boy. Is that any better? I think lerping the UVs made it work. Yeah, that made it worse. Why would that have broken? That broke when I added some more textures. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't know. Do I need to add it to this array? Well, let's dig into it. Let's dig into the code. Okay, what functions do you call? Where's the bake button? There it is. What do we do here? Static mesh. Okay. Animation to texture. Is that that's where we pass the data asset. Update material instance from data asset. Okay, I think this is the function. Okay. Okay, so check data asset. What does this do? Anim sequences. Okay, this gets the anim sequence. Data asset anim sequences. Yeah, okay, so that gets that and outputs it. Do what with it? Get animation frames data. And so where, I guess, then... Is it just when you create the asset that that's used? The animations. Where's this at? Where are you used at? You're used in set data asset params. Okay, you put animations in there just to put them onto the asset. That's kind of weird, but okay. But I mean, I answered my question, which is we don't need to put it in that array. We can just put it straight in the asset here. Is it sample rate? Let's change sample rate to 30 and rebate. Okay, now he looks like he's all stretchy again. He's all looked like those UVs were lerpy derps. Oh wait, I turned lerp off on the skeletal mesh. Not on, or on the on the skeletal mesh, not the static mesh. Still looks terrible. He's not like screen tearing. What the fuck are you even attempting? Dude, I'm trying to fix these goddamn animations. They were this vertex animated texture. Like you see how he looks like, you know, like you said, salad fingers. He was perfectly fine. Everything looked great. And then I added a few more animations, which I don't want to painstakingly add back. I don't know why adding more animations would have fucked this up. Good luck. Yeah, I know. Wait a second. When did this change? I found the issue. Was it because wait, why would that have happened? I have the fucking fix now. Particle space. It needs to be in particle space if I have nanite enabled. Or not if I have nanite enabled, if I'm moving them around. What is this? Okay, yeah. Wasn't there one other one I needed to do somewhere? Bone position and normal. Prismatic has some decent talks about Vertex animated this and that. Yeah, dude. His knowledge on shaders and animation is just insane. Like, I learned a lot from watching some of his videos. Was that? I thought there was one other place I had to do it in. Let's see if that worked. There we go. There we go. Can you move? Oh, he's eating. He's trying to eat food, but there is no food. Okay, I gotta fix that state. I don't know why the engine updated like that. Okay. So now let's change that back to 24 FPS. So I have a few anims that are 24 FPS, so it looks like shit. If I do 30. Okay, but that was the fix there. I don't know. So one thing I did was I downloaded engine debugging symbols, and I'm wondering if that reset this. But I could have sworn it happened whenever I added the new animations. So maybe I was gaslighting myself. Let's do the full map here, or let's just throw like 100 on this map. 100. It's fine. Okay, let's make them fight. We'll make them fight. Let's make them friendly to me. They hate each other. They're nice to me. They must all die. They all like to target the same guy. I do need to troubleshoot the target processor. They don't have weapons attached. They're just smacking each other. And some of my weapons don't get garbage collected properly. Holy shit, that's cool. And the output log isn't red. I know, something's wrong. Something's very wrong. Why is that guy? Why did that guy de-aggro? Okay, so we still have one frame of like updating before it plays the dead animation. Was that because of the montage settings? Yeah, and the animation stays synced. Might be kind of hard to tell on the stream, but yeah. So we're on our way to making Kingmaker, remaking it. Oh, did you guys see that collision trace? That was crazy. Got all of them in there. That was cool. But yeah, so I think the entity chunking is working as well. Got him. They're all dead. Now I did realize that the weapon sound was playing from 0-0 because it couldn't find the right location. Why it was so loud. Wasn't that what was happening? Yeah. So I was using an audio component. If the attack and hit sounds get a little random pitch applied, it will not sound like one stack of sound when multiple guys are fighting. Yeah, I think I do have multiple sounds. I forget if I did that already. I do know that trick, though. I forget if I did that already. Remember trying? I find all my ripped wow sounds. Oh god. Wow sound. Did I put it in here? Item, weapons. Maybe I didn't? Forget if I created like a meta sound or something. No, I don't, it was so long ago, I don't remember. I have too many folders, I have too much shit in my project. Interface and item sounds. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I don't remember if I did that or not. In any case. I guess not, because I'm just like playing an asset internally, which like on the weapon itself. Yeah, there are the sounds there, and I guess I don't pitch shift them. I do know that trick though, and I thought I did something to do that somehow, somewhere. Pop a cold one. Hey, how you doing this morning? So my morning started a little rough. I've been up since 2 a.m. I started streaming like 5 a.m. And courtesy of my neighbor's dogs, who he seemed to think letting his dogs out at 2:15 in the morning was the move. And they barked on and off for about an hour. And I don't know about you guys, but if I'm awake for a certain amount of time, I'm up, right? I don't go back to sleep. So, yeah, so that's how the morning started. And how I dealt with that was by how I deal with all my problems, which is I'm just going to go game dead. But not like super mad at it, but a little rough. But we're good now. We're good now. What do I want to move on to next? Well, I was trying to make these because you can just play a sound at a location, right? And so these audio components do exist. Oh, because it's on the weapon, which I spawn an audio component on the weapon. But only if there's an avatar actor, so how is it still getting played? Let me run that back. No, I guess they're playing at the right spot. Yeah, I guess they're playing at the right spot. I was just up close. I thought it played based off of where my character was, not where my... Yeah, these weapons are still sticking around, so I think maybe that's the issue. I think I just need to make sure that these get garbage collected properly. Yeah, those things are making noises. Look, it looked like he walked over and picked that up out of the air. This is Sparta. Hey, JG, how you doing, mate? This is Vertex Animated Textures. Yeah, these weapons are making noises. Okay, and maybe that's why they're still sticking around, too. Can I ask some questions about your game? Absolutely, of course. I am sure you get them all the time, so I don't want to be annoying. No, not at all. I don't think there's any amount of questioning that could be annoying. And in the sound attenuation, if you use it, the checkbox for normalized 3D sounds. Small tip for stacking control. I do have a attenuation setting called take damage. I use it for literally everything. What does that go away? You said it was normalized something or other? Okay, boom, done. People working on the laundry room. I just got done with people working on my basement. Glad they're gone. About this crazy project. We'll go, we'll show off the procedural. We'll show off the goods. We'll show off the goods. Yes, I do have a hair appointment. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. What are you trying to make? Is it like a tabs type of thing? Not sure what you mean by tabs, but the game I'm trying to make is a combination of 3 different genres. RPG, something like World of Warcraft. A Colony Simulator, something like RimWorld. And Roguelite, something like Hades. So I want to combine those 3 genres together. It's a game I've always wanted to play, and I don't think there's anything out there like that. So that's what I'm trying to make here. And so I have procedural terrain, which is taking quite a while to load now since 5.5, and you can see it's not perfect. And then we have PCG spawning on top of that. Here's the world. Here's the world map. Here's my guy. Each pixel on this map is a terrain chunk with a maximum of 240 by 240 vertices, which is 58,000. And each one of these different colors is a different zone. You can see some of the settings up here for the zones on the top. So like the cyan zone is you can see the noise settings is swampy. I think we have 3 different swampy ones here. This red one is a sharp mountains. And this green one's a giant hill noise. I think I have like 4 different sets of noise in here. And if I pop out, here's what's rendered, which is like, if you look at it, the cyan, this area would be right here, and this green area would be this area right here. So really, I'm only rendering like this much of the world, and then the world is that big. So, and you could run from here all the way to the end, and it will continually spawn all the stuff that it needs to. And right, 5.5 broke my PCG stuff. Which is kind of annoying. And so there's actually 2 biomes being rendered on top of each other. So I actually should be getting a little bit higher frame rate. And this should actually be a meadows biome. There should be trees here. But as I run, it'll... oh god, that was so fast. But as I run, it should start generating more points and stuff like that. So you can see the points end here. But when I run over there, it'll keep spawning stuff. Are you able to track like when you break down a tree? I have a proof of concept for that working. I haven't actually like made it work though. But I have written some nodes for serializing PCG points and writing them to disk. And so I plan to... PCG is essentially only ever going to run once to generate the points. And then I'm going to serialize those points. And then when it runs a second time and it has serialized points to read from, it will read those and pass them into the static mesh spawner. And like right now, if I were to chop down a tree, this is a hierarchical instance static mesh. I just removed the instance. But if I were to reload the map, right, even if I saved it, it would still reload that tree normally. Who's growing pot here? Which one of you was this? And why aren't you sharing? But yeah, that's this was like one of the first things I worked on. I have this. I have like a building system that I need to go back and fix. The collision doesn't work, but theoretically you'd be able to chop down the trees and build stuff. And the ECS system I'm working on now will be able to populate the world with entities, and it should be able to, I'm hoping that it'll be able to run things all over the world, even when you're not around. As I plan to serialize the nav mesh that's generated on top of this, as well as the points, and just read those from disk, load them into memory when I need them, for the colonists to go chop down trees and stuff like that. I always wondered how the chopping of trees like that work. Yeah, so this is doing, it's actually changing, these are static meshes, but it's changing them into dynamic meshes whenever the axe comes into contact with them. So it's actually, I don't know that I've seen a game do this yet. It's actually like a dynamic pre-chopping. And then the wood I get is based on the area of the chopped tree. And then you can chop multiple times. So if I chop it like up here, I can get it in the same spot. And ignore the shitty axe swing animation that was made by me. And I'm no animator. But I should be able to chop this again and get some more wood. I have 25 right now. Now I have 28. I got 3 wood from that little stump. Collision's a little wonky. Collision's a little wonky. But yeah, my mountains got fucked up. 5.5 updated, and now my mountains don't align. Like, those ones are fine over there for some reason, but those ones are not. So that's kind of annoying. And then I have some AI-generated quests. Like, when you talk to the colonists, you can click Generate Quest, and it'll make an API call to the Gemini API, where I tell it to, like, basically fill out a JSON object with my entire game database, which right now is just a few items and enemy types, and it'll spawn some things in the world. Doesn't work super great right now. There's no completion yet, but there are objectives, and it does spawn things. So need to take that system a little further. But that's another cool part of it. I love the tree chopping that's inspiring. Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, I've always wanted to have, like, I love Valheim's tree chopping. And I want that... Oh my god, is it really this laggy? I'm looking at my stream feedback. Oh no, it looks fine. It's fine. I think it's just because Unreal Engine on my computer is running. It looks fine on my computer. Thank you for the follows, guys. Pop a cold one, thank you. Welcome. And then what is it? Hit. I'll just say hit. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that, guys. Welcome. Guessing the colonists won't do the same things the same way, switching them to dynamic? They will, and they do. Well, it's not working now because I have to rewrite my behavior trees in state trees now to be more efficient, but they did. I had that working. I probably have a recording from a past stream where you can see that, actually. But yeah, they do it the exact same way. Medieval Dynasty has some great tree chopping as well. That is a game that I think that was like one of the first games I saw that did like a first or third person colony sim, right? A non-omniscient viewpoint colony sim. Pixel Shake, isn't that really wasteful? I guess it depends on what you mean by waste. I see it as not simulating things. I want things to, like, I want when the character walks back into view of that tree, I want there to be that fucking stump right where the colonist chopped it, right? I want the real shit. I don't want fake. I don't want it to be fake. And, I mean, it's not like it's a continuously running process or anything like that. It transforms the tree into dynamic mesh once and then does some operations when it connects with it again, which I'm quite sure can be done mostly on a background thread. Collision, I think, has to be on the game thread, but it's not that, I mean, even if I had 100 colonists chopping trees, it's not going to be too bad. But yeah, Medieval Dynasty's been on my wish list for a while. I haven't played it yet, though. I've always wanted, when I play games like RimWorld, I've always wanted to be like down in the world alongside the pawns. A big part of RimWorld is like the stories that your pawns go through. You kind of have to do a little bit of imagination in that game as you imagine some of the events that are transpiring, and it's pretty crazy if you kind of imagine it that way, as being like one of those pawns. So I want to be down in the world with those pawns, leading them, walking alongside them. So when you've had 50 colonists cutting down trees, you're going to end up with like 500 dynamic meshes within minutes. Yes, until they stop chopping them, and then they get transformed back, baked back into static meshes. And if they're off screen, then it's not even rendered, right? So really it's just the calculations that I'm worried about, not necessarily the number of dynamic meshes, because it should only be a dynamic mesh until they're done chopping it, right? I'm about to start making my own sort of survival game inspired by the world of Made in Abyss. Basically, the world goes into a massive pit with a focus on cave delving movement. Interesting. I don't know what the Made of Abyss is that you're talking about, but that sounds kind of cool. I can't wait to do caves myself. We're in a new biome here. Different materials. Of course, it's the same PCG because it's broken, but a little bit different noise, I suppose. It's an anime. Gotcha. Where am I? Where am I in the world? So right now I'm in a what zone is this? This is green. I'm in a giant hill zone. Doesn't quite look like a giant hill because we're on the edge of the ocean. Look, we're getting a little bit of hiccuping here and there. I feel like that's from PCG. Obviously, I'm a little slow then. I don't know. Don't say that about yourself. Because I'm just thinking if you change them into new baked meshes, wouldn't that just bloat draw calls and storage space for the baked meshes? I mean, storage space, maybe? I mean, I don't know. Serializing things is pretty, I don't know, I feel like it's pretty lightweight, but draw calls, I mean, they'll be it should be all like nanite, right? I think you can do nanite with those. So and again, that's only if they're on screen. I mean, I'll see when I get there, right? I really am just speculating here, but I'll see when I get there if it becomes an issue. And maybe I'll just clean up the stumps. Maybe I'll just have the colonists dig up the stumps. But, I mean, and if they're off screen, they're not going to be in memory or anything until they're needed. Or they're not going to be rendered or anything, so... I mean, like in their state right now, yeah, they would. But I think there's ways that it'll improve. I hate the fucking tree chop sound that I got. This is I rip all my sounds from World of Warcraft, so this is what sound plays in the Valley of Trials when the peons chop the wood for that quest, if anyone's familiar. And I do get rid of all the leaves and stuff when I hit it. And the chop, like, sometimes it's hard to know like what direction to put it in. Like that one was kind of weird. Put the chop shape backwards. see, that one looks a little wonky as well. And the physics, of course, are a little bad. A little bad. I suppose I'm just overthinking it. I mean, you are thinking about it way more than I just made it work and left it at that. You're thinking in-game, like, release-ready type stuff. Not bad. I'm sure you're going to heal the dynamic meshes if the chop down isn't completed and stuff. I mean, yeah, if I need to, I will, I suppose. But like I said, I'm all about authenticity here, so I want the real thing. So I would prefer... I intend to make things like this mineable as well. I would prefer, you know, if someone starts chopping it down, I want another colonist to be able to walk over there and continue chopping it down. And same goes for me. What happened here? Erasing flags. What happened? Supposed to come on an update. What's your deal? I'm setting you to not hidden in game, and you don't like that, apparently. That's a nice lake. That's a nice lake. Right into the entrance of the next zone. Yeah, that's the game world, though. So far. That's it so far. What do I want to do next, though? I wanted to fix their eating state. Yeah, let's take a look at that real quick. Dude, why can't I drink out of a fucking bottle? It's got shit all over me. Him. Okay. Use your whole mouth. I mean, dude. Okay, let's get the state tree. Get the state tree out here. And probably the vlogger as well. Wait, how many am I spawning? I just give me one. Give me one. And then let me also put the eat food. If attribute food less than 20. They start at 50. Okay, so let's 45. What pitfalls, if any, have you hit so far? Oh man, where to begin? I mean, when I first started, I knew nothing about Unreal Engine or C++ or procedural terrain generation, so that was a whole thing. The whole project has been problems to overcome. I mean, that's just, isn't game dev just a journey of pitfalls? Turning Cog has been here longer than most, I suppose. He would know. I don't, Turning Cog, what would you say have been the pitfalls that I've experienced? Take it away, Turning Cog. Okay. When are you going to get stuck? You're going to get stuck here eventually. Yeah, he tried. Okay, there we go. He tried to do it. So I saw this use item. He tried to use an item from his inventory that he didn't have. Oh shit, I didn't have the... Oh, I didn't have the debug thing in here. Okay. Let's restart. And let's actually change it to, it was what, 45? Let's change it to like 48. We just need 2 ticks of food, and then he will be hungry. Okay. -1 food. -1 food. He's hungry. He's trying to eat. He can't. Cursed. I'm too alive. Oh my god, I need to clear these. Holy shit. Okay, that was so many. Back when the biomes were new, getting the fall off to act right took ages. Oh yeah, it was the weighted average sum blending biome vertices. Because there's different noises in each biome, different sets of noises, and so I wanted to seamlessly blend those noises together. So now every chunk needs to take into account its neighboring chunk noise and blend between the noises based on the distance. And each chunk also has an altitude as well, based on the darkness or lightness of the pixel on the map that I showed earlier. And so some of them are, you know, some of them are higher up than others, so you have to like blend them together based on the altitude as well. Same with the mountains. The mountains are a spline, and I take the distance from the nearest spline points per vertex and lerp it based on a height curve as well. Each zone has a different height curve too, so you have to, there's a lot of blending that happens. That's why it takes so long to generate it. Falling upward was my experience when I did my first game jam. Yeah, definitely a 2 steps forward, 1.5 steps back type of thing. I did hit, I guess one that comes to mind now though is that I did hit a bit of a pitfall with material blending. Because I wanted different biomes to have different landscape materials, which I could just put them, all the different materials that I want to use. God damn it, I didn't have the, I closed the state tree. Yeah, I could have like 1 giga material for my landscape auto material that has every single material that I want to use in any biome in there, and it blends between all of them. I could do that. I don't want to have to maintain that piece of shit though. And I don't want to have to update that every time I want to add a new material to a biome. So I wanted to dynamically blend material instances, which is not something that's really possible. You can do it with, I did get it done with render targets, or and runtime virtual textures, but like I ended up having to create a runtime virtual texture for every chunk and pass that off to the shader, and then I needed the height map information in there to do the height blending on the landscape auto material, and so I needed like 2 high-res textures for every chunk, and that just took up so much fucking memory. And that's why I kind of want to rewrite the algorithm in a shader, because then I wouldn't need to pass a material to get the height, because I can't just use world position offset at that point anymore, because I'm just querying a texture. So I need another texture with the height information, but then that's just more memory. So if I just rewrite the algorithm in a shader, I won't need to keep it in memory. I can just query the algorithm, which will run very fast because it's a shader. So yeah, there was a pitfall. Okay. We're going to test this for real, man. This is for real. Okay. He's trying to use it. Bro, why aren't you... I was told that you would be debugging. Why aren't you? I'll use this shitty view then. Okay. Wander idle changed. Interstate wander idle. Okay. The routes. Complete failed. Hangry.eat food. Used from inventory task. Failed. Which is correct. And so that should put him in the search for food task. If eat food fails, search for food. Which is the same exact logic that I use in real life. How long have you been working on this so far? About 2 years, a little over 2 years now. Okay, it changed since the beginning of time. Yeah, time started 2 years ago, if you guys didn't know. Crazy, I know. Route sustained. Get moved to location, find food location. Okay, so this works when there is food. Find food location should fail. And if it fails, it should go to random. He should just run around like a madman if he doesn't see any food. Find food location does like a query. It does like a collision trace query thing. And if no food turns up, he just runs to a random point and then runs it again. Search for food changed. Get moved to location. Dude, it's so hard to read it in this state. I wish this debugger thing ran. Find food task failed. Wait, what is find? Oh yeah, that failed. Nice, yes, that's what I wanted. Search for food. God, it is so hard to read this. Find food location. Transition to random search points. Okay. Search for food, get moved to location, find food location. Wait, why? Changed, sustained. Oh, you know what I think happens? This doesn't have any transitions. Find random reachable point. And then I bind that to move to location. Yeah. And so on state completed, I need to just go to... I wish I could do next state here, but I don't think that's going to work properly. Here, commitment. Compile that. Yeah, it doesn't like that. We'll have to explicitly do move to food or wander location. Okay, now are you going to wander around? Okay. There's a food tick. He's getting hungry. There's another food tick. He's getting hungrier. He tried to use the item. Sir. Dude, what is with this? There's so many. I think I need to clear my my session traces. Thinking about starting to stream my game dev journey, mainly keep me productive and trying to connect more with the community. What's been your experience with it? Exactly that, actually. It was kind of a slog at first because it's just kind of... It's difficult to talk to yourself, at least in my experience. I am not necessarily a super social person or a super talkative person either, so that's been the challenge for me at first. And then, yeah, it's exhausting actually, kind of streaming for hours and just talking on end. But once I got used to that, I actually ended up being more productive because I was just more focused. Like I wasn't checking my phone, you know, watching the fucking stream on the other monitor. Turning Cog, is that advice for me? Make a bot command. His advice is to make a bot command about what your game is about and realize that chat will derail you some days with memes. Yeah, I enjoy getting derailed. I enjoy that. But yeah, after I got past that, I did experience connecting with some other people. I've learned a lot from them. You know, getting tips through chat is super awesome. I've given some people some tips. I've given them some pointers as well. Take it or leave it, yeah. I'm gonna leave it because I don't put any effort into my stream really. I need to, though. I still don't know what bitrate is, and I'm too afraid to ask. Yeah, keeping me productive and connecting with some other game devs. It's nice to talk to other people who understand the journey that is game dev. You know, I'll talk to my girlfriend and be like, babe, I made an entity move. She's like, wow. For her, it's just like a little block moving on screen, but to me, it's like 2 weeks worth of developing systems in C++. Bro, what is going on here with my state tree? But I know it runs a trace to get that. So I think maybe if I delete all these. Maybe it'll look better. Your game will look like shit for ages, and people that play games are not prepared for what game dev looks like. Yeah. That's why, like, what game? What is it? I forget what it's called, but it's that. It's gonna be an MMO. It's the one that Ghost Crawler is making with like some ex-WoW devs or something, and they talk about like they showed like some super early footage of it, and it was like they were doing it in Unreal Engine. They were using like the Manny mannequin, and like they were talking about how like people don't understand that like the asset part of it is like completely different from like the actual mechanics and stuff. And like they're so hesitant to show game companies are so hesitant to show any footage of the game in progress because they don't have the art assets, because that's what the visuals are, what people pay attention to, right? The assets, like how do the animations look, you know, what does the art look like? And people don't understand that there's like placeholders and shit. So yeah, people don't understand. I agree with you, Turning Cog. Okay, clear all that bullshit. Okay, it's wandering. He be wandering. He's getting hungry. Good. He should be trying to eat here in a second. Eat the food. Eat the food. Okay, he's not moving. Dude, why is it doing this? This is so infuriating. I don't want all these goddamn traces. There's 2,000 of them. And only the last one is populated. Jesus Christ. Okay. He's stuck in find random reachable point. Oh yeah, this doesn't return. Yeah, this doesn't return anything. Right, it just returns running. Right. So one thing that I hate about state trees is that there's one crucial thing missing, I feel. So we have these transitions, and this is a state. One of these little blocks is a state, right? Let's look at this one. This is a state. Now I have 4 tasks in this state. All 4 tasks are going to run simultaneously. And the completion events here, or like they call them transitions. It's on state completed, which is a succeed or fail. On state succeeded, on state failed. Now, succeeded and failed happens when any one of these tasks succeeds or fails, not when all of them succeed. What they're missing, I need a on all state succeeded, because what I have to do then, specifically for like this set, I have made the move to task is what succeeds. And that's what, when you're done moving, it succeeds. It returns success. And that means the nav mesh pathfind task, it just returns running the whole time. It doesn't unless it fails pathfinding. And so I have like a find wander target task. Like that just returns running so that the find path task can run and the move to task can run. And that's what's happening here with this issue. The find random reachable point is it's the same one as find wander target. I don't know why it's named differently. The state trees seem like they're in the middle of heavy development, so I'm expecting some bugs. But yeah, the on state completed never triggers because this never returns success or fail. So I thought of one way that I could address this is I could wrap the task, which I already have it wrapped. And for every task, I could have 2 checkboxes for one for return success, one for return failure. And it like catches the subclass return values. And if the return success is true and the subclass value return success, then we can return it. Otherwise, just return running. So that's one way I could handle it. I suppose I could also try my hand at writing my own transition. I'm not even sure if that's a thing that they allow. I had to stop streaming my dev because it was a lot of having to look up how shit works, and it's not great content, and visual progress was slow. Yeah, I try to do shit like that off stream. I try to like I don't work on things where I don't know what I'm on stream. So there have definitely been a couple weeks in a row where I've barely streamed because I was doing a lot of shit that I didn't know how to do. My existing community was not about dev and would pester me about playing games, not realizing I can't just play games and enjoy them without analyzing them for how they work. Yeah, I feel I'm right there with you, Turning Cog. Like, I still love playing games, but like I can't play games and not be inspired to work on game dev. Like, playing games just makes me want to make games. So I did do a RimWorld stream not too long. But that is I've only done one non-game dev stream since I've been streaming. Okay, so this is like a state tree architecture issue. Let me see if I can look up state tree transition. F state tree transition. So this is a type. Is this subclassed anywhere? Can I subclass it? E state tree transition trigger. Okay, so I guess they just have an enumeration. Okay, I suppose. Oh God, how would I do this? This is exported, so I suppose I could substruct it, subclass it. But I don't think in my state tree schema. But is there a thing I can do to pass it in? That's I need my state tree schema, not this one. My state tree schema. Yeah, I don't see anything about transitions in here. Yeah. Sorry. Add transition. Yeah, I don't think I can override this actually. I guess I would have to override the state tree state. Add child state, enter condition task. Yeah, I'm not even sure if that's a big gamble. I think I should probably not try to do it that way. Let's go with my first idea of the two booleans that return values. And so that means I need my state tree condition, no, tab, yes. Okay, so I need two bools here. Edit anywhere. B return success. Hello? It is not a blueprint type. Well, let's make it blueprintable then. B return failure. Okay, which means I need a E state tree return. What is it? State tree return. What is it? What is it? Say run status. That's what it is. Status. If status equals state tree run status failed and B return failure, return status. Should I switch case this? No, I think this is fine. I think it's fine. If, and the same for success. And let's actually make this name match up with the actual names. Failed and succeeded. Otherwise, just return status. All sneezy, man. Okay, and I need to do this for every single goddamn state. So I should put that in a function. Entity, state tree task base, and I'll just say handle return. Don't need context. Handle return, and then yeah, just plug that in. There we go. Now I can just wrap everything. Let's put that at the very bottom, actually. Private, why not? Handle return. We don't return anything there. So it's really just on interstate and on tick that we need to do that. Okay, let's rebuild that and run to the bathroom while that rebuilds. Oh, yes, we didn't compile successfully. Of course. What did I do here? Did I accidentally change an engine file or something? It's complaining about state tree schema. What did I do? Let's try to rebuild. Are we good now? Okay, I think we're good now. Are we doing it? What's going on here? Come on. Good God, this one's taken a while to compile. And we're back. Okay. So now let's see what that looks like. Aha, now all of them have that. Okay, so now I need to, I guess, go back through and decide which ones should return success and fail. This one should return failed. This one should return succeeded. Calcability location, no. There was a move to that should return succeeded there. Oh god, this is gonna break like all of my state tree. Use food item should return failed. Wait for eating to be removed should return success. So I get the key here is there needs to be at least one that returns either something, success or failure in each state. Find food should return both. Find random reachable point should return. Find path, move to, now I actually do want find path should return failed, and I need to change that on the other two. Get entity data, don't care if that returns success or false, actor transform, entity move to can return both there. Wait, on state failed. Go to next selectable state. Oh, that's just if the condition fails. And wander target, return nothing. Pathfinding can return failed. Nav mesh can return. Or move to can return both. Move to should return both in all cases, probably. Wait task can't return both. Okay. Does his logic still work? Okay, he's still wandering properly. Now he should be hungry. Hungry failed. And now he's just standing there. Right, and of course I didn't have the debugger window open. I guess I need to change all my... Oh god, I need to change all the tasks in C++ to return things. Okay. So I guess the one that's the problem now is just find reachable point. I think just changing that will hopefully just fix the issue here, but I'll need to go back and do this for all of them for this to properly work as expected. Okay, we're wandering. Wander. Wander. Aha, he did it. He's now running to a random location searching for food. Yep, okay. Okay, that fixed it. Awesome. Now I just need to go audit the rest of my tasks. I also want to do entity movement settings too, so I can properly have them walk around when they're wandering, so I can tell the difference rather than run around. This is a pretty good stopping point, though. I have to go get a haircut soon, so I'm gonna hop off. I think I'm off work today, so maybe I'll stream more later. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. Appreciate it. Good to see you all. Turning Cog, thank you, thank you. Pop it a cold one, thank you as well. Pixel Shake, good to see you all. We'll see if anyone we know is on. We'll send you guys over to Prismatica. Why not? Enjoy your sick fade, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna look much more like my guy now.